What's up, everybody? This is Formatic, and tonight I got a sub 40 that I'm really proud of. So I wanted to do commentary and kind of do the highlights of the run and put that up on YouTube. So I did this offline after streaming for about 6 hours. It was pretty rough, but I'm looking at this this run, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look over here for a village and see. I've been working on doing like hyper modern and trying to waste a little less time, or little less time by playing seeds that just aren't good. And generally I wouldn't have played this, but I was like, oh, it's an ocean. Okay. So at this point, I also had the sound off, so I'll have to worry about that a little bit. I had my sound muted in for the recording because you don't really need to record sound. But I'm getting my wood, getting everything that I need, and then I'm going to go off and try to find a shipwreck and then find a lava pool. Pretty standard stuff here. But it was like a really kind of a sick run. I think it would have been really interesting to see somebody really good at Minecraft play this. But keeping in mind that I've been basically speedrunning, like what I would actually consider speedrunning for probably about a month and a half. And my first PB, my first dragon kill was actually this month, which was an hour and 20 minutes. So the fact that I got a sub 40 is pretty sweet. I was really happy about it, but just doing a different, like the style of video, like commentary, and we'll see if you guys like it. But pretty standard start. I'm getting a bunch of wood. I think one of my mistakes is I'm getting way too much wood. So I'm working on like only getting like 8 to 10 logs, as opposed to, I think I got 8 to 10 maybe. Getting better at crafting, trying to make sure I have all the stuff, boat and door, because we're going to be doing underwater stuff, which I was very tentative about. And here's me making one of my many mistakes during this run, just putting just one of the random doors down. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to go to this ship. It's a full ship, so generally if it doesn't have 8 iron or more, I'm pretty much resetting almost every single time, unless I'm there in like a minute and a half. I also thought behind me that I saw a little bit of lava. I can't remember if I go back or not, but I'm looking for in these ravines for lava pools, lava ravines, because I want to make my portal as quickly as possible. I've been really trying to get it to the nether in less than 10 minutes. And so I feel like this is, you know, one of the ways to do that. This is the best way to do it. You like really, at my skill level, you cannot get to the nether any faster unless you have like a rune portal that you can fix, or a lava pool right next to a village. One good thing about this run, I got a decent amount of food. I was actually pretty happy about it. And I'm like, okay, cool. I've got some food. So I've made everything I needed. I checked this rune portal real quick, which actually ended up being pretty clutch because having that chest was actually really good. I didn't actually realize that until right now. So one of the things that I need to work on is not taking damage before we get into the nether, because I do have such a limited amount of food. Every single heart I'm noticing means a lot more. So I need to be a little bit better with that. So it's kind of interesting to watch this back through. I see this lava spot here. I knew it was going to be fake. I'm like, fuck, it's fake. And then I come over here and try this one, and this one has a little lava in it. This is where I kind of like slow down a little bit because it's an awkward position for me to try to do this. But I make the portal and it's a little painfully slow. It's a little scuffed, but make it work. Getting my lava bucket, and then I think that I can start the portal. I can't. I've made a mistake. It's okay, I have lava. I'm getting better at this too, trying to immediately get the lava to turn into obsidian. And there we are, like 7-minute entry, 7 or 8-minute entry isn't bad. And then I see this. Oh, cool, a bastion. Now at this point, I'm kind of thinking, all right, well, you know, let's look around because I want to see, and that's where I see it right there. I'm like, oh shit. And that's when I said, oh fuck. I'm like, oh fuck. There's a bastion, or a bastion and a fortress. This is the point where I put in my game sound. And I'm thinking like, oh shit, I don't know what to do. The bastion couldn't be closer. I'm trying to think of like how to get here. I'm thinking this is housing at this point. but I'm not 100% sure. Housing is good because I can do it. Bridge is good because I can do it. Stables is trash. I hate stables.
Fuck up. Holy fuck. Oh my god.
It's kind of setting in that it's like really a big deal. I see some mushrooms. I'm gonna grab those. I hear the blaze and I'm like, okay, shit. There's probably a blaze spawner around here soon. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get this dude real quick. I get my first rod, which I actually had forgotten that I had gotten one.
Fucking cracked. Holy
I'm talking
shit.
like Tfue. I'm that excited. I said this is cracked. It's pretty embarrassing. Get 6 obsidian there is pretty good. That's really good, obviously. I'm still lost. I don't know where to look. It's like the first time I've ever been in a bastion. And I'm like really curious of like where the hell is all the gold. So I decided to get them trading. Look that dude up, get a little bit more gold. There's the rest of the obsidian that I would need. Blast off the rest of the gold, and I decided to go upstairs. Luckily, I do know how to do this part. It's fairly safe. So we bang out all this gold real quick. So I do know how to route this particular bastion. I'm just really slow at it, and at this point, I just knew what kind of run I could have, and I was pretty fucking excited, to be honest. But I'm talking to myself, like kind of like I'm streaming, and freaking out pretty hard here. Leave. I contemplated like trying to go down that wall, but I was like, no. Somehow my brain had forgotten where the fortress was.
Okay, we're cool. Everyone's cool, right? Let's go. Holy fuck.
Probably wouldn't have cared if it wouldn't have been for those mushrooms. I think I decided to go right for a minute. Yeah. Oh, and then now I see the spawner. I'm like, there's 2 dudes. That sucks. And then he just walked over the thing. And I'm like, oh. Mechanics, how does that work? And I throw the lava down, which is smart, obviously. And then this guy dings me, and I'm like, oh god, this is how I died. Cool. And then I'm like, Panicky Pete, and I think I put my... Yeah. I switched my shield and my food. And I, like, totally spaced out how to fix this. Despite taking a lot of chances, I'm trying to take no chances when I can. This is pretty straightforward. Not really crazy, I don't think. I think like somehow I left with 10. I'm looking for the other one to make sure he's not close. He's way too close. That was actually a pretty bad risk. I should have backed off. So I got 8 and I left with 8. So I throw my first eye and I'm on my way.
Fuck me, dude.
And then it broke. And I was like, oh fuck, I'm fucked.
46.
And while you're watching this, like if you are good at this or trying to speedrun, like I've never in my life been in and out of the nether in under 20 minutes. Or under 30 minutes, I should say. I think actually my best for like a couple weeks ago was about 28 minutes in and out. Of course, I come across there and I see all the sheep and I'm like, sweet. So it does seem very slow, like in retrospect, like actually watching this, it's like really slow, almost painfully slow. But for me and how new I am at Minecraft, it was really quick. So I threw before I got to this little area, and then I'm throwing again, and it's behind me, of course, because I always go past it, because I'm an idiot. Beg for the eye not to break. And I'm like already there, so we're like 2 blocks from ocean exposed. Pretty crazy.
There. Not there.
I'm also pretty obsessed with my food situation. I could have easily gotten rid of the food and not worried about it, but I was worried. I was also, like, at this point, incredibly nervous. For no good reason, really.
Okay. And we got obsidian and that, and we can get rid of that. Okay, let's go.
Did I leave my crafting table?
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
And
So I've got my bed set up. I'm ready to go. I'm just trying to avoid the purple junk and avoid looking at Endermans. That's like the two things that I'm dying to, like an idiot. Guess what I do?
about the fucking thing. Fine.
But yeah, this run was really fun. I was super nervous during it. Of course, I took damage there. So I go heal. But it was a lot of fun. I was super happy. And hopefully you guys like this kind of style video. I feel like watching a full run is kind of boring. I will have it up if anybody wants to watch it, because I will be putting this on speedrun.com. I think it's going to end up being in the top 1,000, so that's actually really dope. And now we gotta work on sub 35, sub 30s. So we have some places to go. But I will let me take this out. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'm live 5 days a week on Twitch, so go try to find me. And yeah, good luck me. But we'll see you guys soon.
Yes. Holy shit. God, I hope I fucking recorded that. Holy shit.